that I hear, the kirtan that I hear, is not done the way that the Guru prescribed.
शब्द इदां गाओ भी किसी ਨੂੰ ਭੁਲੇਖਾ ਹੀ ਨਾ ਪਵੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼।
Guru gave us opportunity, and Guru gave us a beautiful life for us to celebrate, for us to do something remarkable, something amazing. And therefore Guru also, the Karta Purkha, the Akal Purkha, created challenges too. It depends on our capacity. Whatever you mastered, whatever class you are in, that sort of test will be there. And our clever mind thinks, okay, then I will stay in lower class, so the test will be the lower one. Well, you're gonna have to pass all the classes. Have to get to a point in life. And therefore the masters, they helped us, beautiful way, amazing way. They put their life together. They created the wisdom so that we can be guided. We who are seeking, not we are sitting and expecting things automatically going to happen. One who is interested to find out more. One who's interested to look for more and better For those masters, they placed such a beautiful programs. In this challenging time of ours, that now we are doing a Sangat, or we're trying to put things together in a digital form. We're trying to stay together, stay connected, stay inspired. I hope you are healthy, and I hope you are also happy being home with your family, contemplating, meditating, searching within you, researching your strength, ability, and capability, and you're ready to go out there. You're ready to go out there. Because the way good days are not here right at the moment, that these bad days also cannot be, they can't remain here forever. So there is a life waiting for you out there. And in a few days when we are out, are we going to be different people? Are we going to be changed personalities? Are we going to be any different at all? We should be. We should learn from this lesson. It is okay to be alone. It is. Because actually that is what reality is. We are alone. Yeah. Shouldn't be afraid of loneliness. But when it came to us, that challenge to check our strength, even then within our families we were alone. We felt scared, right? Afraid. We felt challenged, and many of even felt exposed because there was a face. There was mask on our face, and that got peeled off. The reality is there. We are so vulnerable, we don't want to show that fragile us. And therefore, Baba Guru Nanak Sahib, Dhan Guru Nanak, who started this system of Kirtan, and many of you asked me these questions, I would like to share whatever little I was told by my teachers, that Kirtan, as I mentioned before, Kirtan is the word created or program specially created by Guru Nanak Sahib. Wasn't there a Kirtan before? Yes, there was. But it wasn't called Kirtan, it was some Kirtan. Before Guru Nanak Sahib's program, there was some Kirtan, and provision was, process was different. Yes, they were singing. Yes, there was veena, sarangi, other instruments involved, voice and mardang. This system was involved. But Kirtan have a very different side to it. What we have been talking about, that we have ignored a complete, another side of the Kirtan, we have been ignoring this. With British government's influence, when British occupied India, colonial time, all that they were trying to understand it. So they put the scholars in place. I want to share one thing with you. They put scholars like Pathkhande. This name, every enthusiast of music or Indian music understand this name, Pathkhande. In 1900s, one person who liked music. He was a lawyer by profession, and he wrote around 8 books on music, describing all the rags according to a Westerner's understanding. So suddenly, music changed. We now have notation system, and we have the groups like thought system. So we understand now that this is what music is, because 1900s they put new face on it. But in this new representation, there's something got buried, and that was the purpose of sound. So Kirtan was introduced to us by Guru Nanak Sahib for us to understand us, to understand our psyche. What is our joy? What is that we experienced is love? What is our ego? How to listen to it and how to converse with our ego. So those skills were given to us. Now because you know about Suhi, now because we had a conversation about Kalyan, and we did talk about Asa many times. So you know the difference, when to be in psychologically in the space of Asa and when to endorse Kalyan in life. When is it good to punctuate our conversation with Suhi, and when is that Gauri is required for us to get up and do more? Or when is the right time for us to do Gauri Gwariri? Be straightforward, not cutthroat, but inspirational, but straightforward and firm, confirmed. Today, we were doing Sangat of Kabirji. Sant Kabir, Bhagat Kabir, his wisdom, which has been prescribed to us by Guru Arjan Sahib in Sri Guru Granth Sahib. This is a Bani of Bhagat Kabirji, but the prescription has been endorsed by Guru Arjan Sahib Ji, the Guru of sacrifice, who taught us how to sacrifice, how to face the challenge and be victorious physically, mentally and spiritually. So because Guru Sahib gave us these rags, the Kirtan is Guru Nanak's house program. Guru Arjan Sahib is endorsing all of these things what Guru Nanak Sahib's instruction or under his tutelage, under his program. So what is happening? That there is a sabd and there is a tune, melody, music, and there is a focus. But the tune, the melody is not just any, it's been prescribed. So today we were doing a Sangat of Bhagat Kabirji, and the rag was placed on a Bilawal. Guru Sahib says, Bilawal tab hi kijiye jab mukh hove na. Bilawal, being in this, reality of Bilawal is when you're one with the Creator. That's the real reality. But let's try to relate psychologically, let's try to relate to what is Bilawal. Have you ever felt like, wow, so happy that you didn't know that you were crying or you were laughing, you were fidgety, you didn't know anything, you forgot all the procedure and everything, you were just all over, and you were in such a joy, it's a bliss. This story from your past where you felt like amazing, phenomenal it is, and you were like, wow. Can you recall that?
When we got our dog for the first time.
Okay, so
Sufi and the ones in India as well.
So you when you first had the dogs, so that was your joy, that was your moment. What was your moment?
I think it's the same for me.
So, although the dad said and mother said, yes, you will have a dog, but you thought, oh, yeah, they're just saying it, right?
Yeah.
Or you kind of expected it. And then suddenly, the driver brought you the 2 dogs, right? And it was like, yeah, Exactly. That's what I'll say. Bilawal is this. That's the one side. That's a physical and a bit of mental too. Yes. But there's a lot more mental and a bit of physical. But when you physically, mentally, and spiritually is a feeling that's what Bilawal is. So we have a bit of understanding when the stories are remarkable. You worked very hard, yes. You've done all of your assignments on time. And you thought you will get A for it. Yeah, and next week is the result. But then your teacher calls you week prior to result and says, I'm so impressed. It's just amazing. So I'm just telling you have A stars, and how are you gonna feel? Yeah, that is what Bilawal is. I hope you can relate to it. Remember the joy. It is very important for us to stay connected with our joy, our bliss, our smiles. It is very important because these times gonna go, as Bhagat Kabir ji says. Kabir Bilawal. This title is given by Guru Arjan Sahib. So let's render it, let's chant it. Kabir Bilawal. Like Bilawal, there are 66 rag. One of you did ask this question: how many rags in Sri Guru Granth Sahib? Well, there's many calculation, 31 rags, and then some will say 31 other rags, or Mishrat rags, or Ragnis. There's no such thing. There are 60 rags defined by the Gurus. Take pen and pencil, start making the list, and let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. Where you are confused or not so sure, I'm here to share. I didn't create this. I didn't bring it. I wasn't born. Somebody shared it with me. So I'm willing to share with you guys. But you guys have to have question too, right? There's no quest without a question. And so what Guru is telling us to stay in touch with your joy and bliss. It's very important. I want to share a story with you. One of my teacher who was teaching me about Shiv Puran and Mahabharata and Ramayana, Shambhuji, incredible teacher. He was teaching me about the Vedic system, and after that, how the Hindus evolved. So what he said to me, he said, once the Indra, the Lord of the heaven, whose power is to make rains happen. When rain is raining, they say, well, Indra is very happy. Well, that's according to the Hindu understanding, or this is their concept. So he shared with me a story that once a village was very much in a trouble because Indra got upset over something, and he said, I will not bring the rain here to your land for next 12 years. So for next 12 years, there will be no rain in your area. So these people got very scared, of course. They were farmers. So they got together, what shall we do? They begged Indra. They said, please, forgive us, just give us another chance. He said, no, what's said is being said. Well, they will not leave him alone. They brought their sorrowness, their pain to Indra, and he said, okay, I will only will bring rain to your land if the Shiva, the Lord, will play his drum. When he will play the drums, I will bring rain to your land. And my teacher, to tell me, to teach me, he's telling this story. And then Indra went to Shiva and told him not to play his drum for 12 years. And Shiva agreed. He said, okay. So Shiva agreed to not to play the drums. Farmers went to him and begged him, and he said, well, before you came, I already gave my word to Indra. So I will see you after 12 years when I play my damru, my drum, then rain will happen to your land. They came back so sad, of course. So now the farmers will gather together and chat and do nothing because they know there is not going to be any rain. But there is one farmer who will go to the farm. He will put the seed. He'll do all what's needed, and the rest of the village will laugh at him. That what you're doing, we know that it's not going to rain for 12 years. He said, I don't want to forget. I don't want to forget how to do and what to do, how to be out there. And when it rains, I want to be ready. So it was the 4th year when he put the seed and all the village got together and said, what are you doing? You're creating a lot of pressure and we feel even bad for you and your family. You're wasting the resources. We're not going to help you. On the other side, the Shiva's wife was watching all of this, and so was the Shiva. And she said, have some mercy on these people, play your drum. And he said, no, I gave my word to Indra. She said, what if you forget to play your drum for me? What if you forget? And he picked up his drum. He said, no. He's just simple. It was, they call him Pola. So he started playing. When he started playing his drum, it rained. It rained on the land where this farmer already put the seed in. So now he was a year ahead of the rest of the people. So never forget. So when it rained, how do you think he felt?
Very happy.
Yeah, it was happiness and joy does not come to those who are lazy. It doesn't come to those who are afraid of climbing. The height comes to only to those who are willing to move.
Consistency.
Consistency and perseverance. Kabir Bilawal ko hare saman nahi Raja. There is nobody like a creator. Soul of Kabirji is talking to Kabirji's mind. This is internal, inner conversation. What we call contemplation, right? If you can't contemplate, you will never become meditation. If you don't know how to contemplate, you won't be able to meditate. Ko hare saman nahi raja. There's nobody like the Creator. Creator have so many wonders that we can't even imagine. And there is nobody like it. We wait for Boris Johnson to say things. Because they are the rulers, right? And we look for the instructions and we follow. They said lockdown means we were at home. Ruler's job is to look after, protect everybody. But the Creator is the best one, the best ruler, the ruler of the heart, the ruler of the psyche. Nobody suffer in the Creator's kingdom. Have you seen Boris Johnson?
On TV.
On the TV, right? So, but have we seen the God, the Creator, the Raja I'm talking about, or Bhagat Kabir? But he witnessed, seen it, because he worked very hard. He's been in that place. He kept his body, mind and soul together. And it's a joy when it looks at the Creator and says, whoa, this is amazing. E pupat sab divas charite pupat sab. These landlords, like you're a pupat too. Pu mean is land. These mean you are holding a piece of land, right? At the moment you're standing or sitting or lying down on land. That means you are owning a piece of land at that time. So that means physically you are all the kings or queens or princesses or prince. So owning this space, just 4 days mean you are child, then young and middle-aged, and then old age gone. It's very limited. It's very like a dream. But in the Creator, in the kingdom of the Lord, there is no end to anything. When you have a place there, you have it. So, but what we do here, pretend, right? We pretend here that we have so many houses, we have so many cars, we have so huge business. I can do this. I have this knowledge. I'm a doctor. I'm an engineer. I can do this. I'm a scientist. We make up all of these are fake assurances to us, to our egos, and we suffer. The reality is something else. I said to my grandmother, I said, can you give me some money? And she said, for what? I said, well, I want to put it into the box. When we go to Gurdwara, I want to put it there. And she said, but for what? I said, because we don't go to the house of Guru empty-handed. She said, what do you mean? I said, nothing is free. And she said, your 5 rupees, which you borrowed from me, is going to buy you anything? I said, I started thinking. She was an amazing teacher. She said, yes, I agree. When you go to see your Guru, you don't go empty-handed. But you can go empty-handed, but don't go empty-hearted. Don't just go there take your heart with you, your mind, put it there, and your soul, and bow in the feet of the Creator. It'll bless you. But I wanted to put that money and take things. And we pretend like that I can give things and I can take things. I paid the fee, so I must learn. And she said to me, what if your hands were not working? I said, what do you mean? And she said, you can't hold the rupees and you can't put it there. And I said, but what does that have to do with this? And she said, Creator have given you so much. Your gratitude, the way of you showing gratitude is very shallow. What you're trying to do is very shallow. So you need to understand how to serve the Creator. Creator doesn't need your money. And Creator doesn't need your music. Creator does not need your praises. We need it. And this is why Sri Guru Granth Sahib has 60 rags. So we can compose. And whose job is to understand all of that? Ours. Because we need it. It's not that Karta Purkh will be happy. If we will understand ourselves, only then we can understand Karta Purkh. One who doesn't even understand him or herself, how can they understand? Right? So the reference comes from Bhagat Kabir. Tero jan hoye, soe kat dole, tero jan hoye. So one who lives in your presence, under your rule, O my Creator, never suffer. Never have a duality. Once it's configured forever. But here, on this planet, these worldly rules, we doubt, right? Or is he going to open schools? Or is he going to open the shopping center? Is he going to let us out of these things? Is curfew going to be imposed or not? Or we're not sure. But that duality, that's missing when it comes to Creator. There's no duality. There is no fakeness. There's nothing. Teen pavan parichaja. Teen pavan. Pavan is the bodies. 3 of them. What are 3 bodies? The physical, mental, and spiritual. Then the rules, because it rules all 3, it filters through all 3, and you are free. And when you are free, is that painful or joyful? Is that blissful or is that miserable?
Blissful.
Blissful. हाथ पसार सकै को जान को हाथ पसार सकै को जान को बोल सकै नंदा जा. I don't have a clue what to say, how. That because you don't even have to ask anything. Everything is provided for. We have a furlough scheme here, right? The people, the businesses are sinking and we are asking government to help, right? So we're asking. Over there, with the Creator, with that ruler of the universe, we don't have to ask anything. Everything has been already given to you.
I have a question. You know, like people who come from backgrounds with like a lot of poverty, how would they take this struggle? Because I feel like maybe they might think that this can't apply to them because they might not have resources and a balanced life.
Poverty depends how we measure. Do we measure it with the money or we measure it with the health? Right? You can have billions, but you are on a very, very, very special diet. Only you can have this soup which have no salt, nothing in it. Yeah, and you are on oxygen things. You're poor with health. Which poverty we're talking about? Money? There is always ways. There are always ways. And Guru Nanak Sahib brought us out of the poverty. This is why kirt karo. Yeah? So Guru says, work hard. Kaal khaye. Work hard and then eat with the hard work. Kaal khaye ki chhat tho de. And be rich. Be in a way, in a position that you can even offer others. So one who doesn't want to work, and I did show it to you guys practically, that whenever we gave somebody opportunity, what did they do? When we offered a job to 3 or 4 people, I won't name them,
Yeah,
but what happened? They didn't want to work.
they didn't.
So they are comfortable to when government gonna give you money and you don't have to work, then why are you gonna work? But that poverty, that your question, I agree with you. Some will say the Shabad is not relevant, but please don't understand the poverty is with the money only. Poverty is with the health, psyche as well, mental health. This is mental health month. There is a lot of suffering happening. People are afraid. People are suffering. And Guru gives us a freedom. But only if we are willing to work hard. Yeah? If you are willing to work hard, you will never starve. But if you can endorse hard work, if you can put that, Guru will bless you. If you are upset, let's think differently. If you are upset, you think I'm going to be happy? If we are upset, you think our Creator who brought us, who gave us this opportunity, who loves us, who created us, going to be happy? No. So us being happy is the key. That's why Guru Arjan Sahib gave the title as a Bilawal to Bhagat Kabir Ji's Bani. We got to be happy. We can't feel sorry. Whatever is a challenge is only a challenge till you decided to deal with it. The joy will be your shadow. Bliss will be your world. Chet achet mood man mere, chet achet mood man mere, baje anhad baja. Oh my dear mind, be conscious. Nothing comes to those unconscious. Once your focus is lost, remember we were talking about once your focus is lost, your car will crash. But if you want to go to the anhad, that's very important word in Sikh. Anhad. So we have emotions, then we have feelings, then we have moods. So we have emotions first. So mind and soul converse emotionally, not word-wise, not languages. We feel, they feel. And feelings are brought to the physical body. And the moods, the body react or become proactive with the moods. And Rag means mood. There are 60 of them. And consciously, Vivek Buddh, in Gurmukhi, this word Vivek Buddha, conscious thinking. Chet, remember. Chet, mood, man, mere, don't be unconscious. It's a time to wake yourself, my mind. You're looking for bliss. If you don't want to suffer, if you want to serve, baje anhad baja. That's the song, that melody, that where the Creator is, that entertainment in the space, in the kingdom of the Creator, in that space, it's incredible energy. It's amazing. Even if we say sound-wise, music-wise, it's just incredible. Kah Kabir Sansar Brahm Chuko. The Creator will bless, taking all of the doubts away. It's a doubt, it's a fog of doubts, possibilities, maybes. And again, through Prahlad. Yeah, they were children. They didn't know much, but their love and innocence. There's Bhagat Dhruv and Bhagat Prahlad, the Saint Prahlad, whose father was so cruel, a king, and he said, "There's no God. So if there is a God, it's me. You worship me." Harnakashpu, his name was. He said, "You worship me, and if you worship anybody else, I will destroy you. So this little child will say, no, you can't be the God because somebody created you. So his father got very angry and upset. And he asked Prahlad to go hug a pillar, which was turned red with the heat, with the fire. And they said, he will just burn. But the Creator gave the strength. It took all the fears away from the heart of Bhagat, his devoted being, his devoted soul. It took all the fears and insecurities away and helped. It always does. Once you're clear, then Creator clears your path. And what do we try to do? We try to master our lives. What we are supposed to do, we are supposed to master our lives. I do with my children the same thing, and I think as a parents, you try to do the same thing. We all, aren't we? With the friends and families. If something will go wrong, I think they would like to help me too, right?
Of course.
This is how we form the families and Sangat. And to all of you, I will say, it is very important for us to equip ourselves with the right tools and right information. If we are doing Kirtan, just ask yourself a question of why. That will maybe lead to some questions. Why are we doing Kirtan? What is a Kirtan? Number one, the Kirtan is what Guru gave us. Guru Sahib said, Bilawal. This is the Shabad of Bhagat Kabir Ji. Guru Arjan Sahib endorsed Bilawal. Kabir, Bilawal. Then Shabad comes, and Shabad have a Rahau, and they have a first pada and second. So, there is a procedure which has to be followed. But, okay, we can learn about the tunes in the sounds in Bilawal, but what is the purpose of playing that? Who will teach us that? And we're trying to do this little Sangat, and there are some books. If the books were going to help us, we would have not been in this mental health month. We will not be doing these campaigns and trying to heal our psyche. Books will provide us with information. Yes, it's something, but we need to do more. And this opportunity of doing Sangat like this is not going to be here for forever. So my humble request is, if Guru's way is helping you, if Guru's way is something you are interested in, then it is very important for us to be interested in our life, to configure ourselves, to have obtained that technique. Who am I and how do I live my life? And having those tools and techniques are very important. So it's important for us to understand Bilawal means what? It's not just a bunch of notes. Where do they come from? Where does these notes come from? Anhat creates emotions, and emotion creates sound. We feel through hearing or through speech the sound, and we create stories, the worlds around it, the poems. We can say the right thing the wrong way, and we can say the wrong thing the right way. There's no right way to say the wrong thing, right? We can say, yes, that's manipulating. We can endorse the wrong thing, but it can sound like it's the right thing, right? That's a politics, how you punctuate the sound. That's the rag. So why don't we teach our children, to especially the Punjabi Sangat, through the SIKH channel, there are a lot of grandparents, parents, and elderly brothers, sisters sitting there who want to make the difference. We need to form a Sangat a different way. And trust me, believe me when I'm saying this to you, that our challenge is not money. The financial thing is no more challenge and not going to be the challenge. It is the health, mental health. So equip our children with this. Introduce them to their Gauri, their Bilaval, their Asabari, their Jajavanti, their Maj, their Tukhari. And we are trying to share this. Since 1994, you were not around at that time. In 1994, we set up the charity with your sport charity, Raj Academy. It is like the Gurdwara is charity, Raj Academy is a charity too. Thus, the whole purpose was Sangat, where we sit together and do the right thing, and do the right vichar, right contemplation. We brought you the program, short courses we brought you. We brought you free courses to help you. Amazing programs, and there is a program. You do not need to do anything. There's a lot of you supporting me from Russia right at the moment. And you know we reached up to you in Moscow too. We have provision in Barcelona, in Zaragoza, in Madrid, in Paris, in Karlsruhe, in Frankfurt, in America, a lot of states, in Canada, wherever you are and you want to do, we will be there. We will be there to serve you. All you need to do is just send us an email, info@rajacademy.com. It's your charity. It is something that we can help you to develop sound and psyche, Guru's way, and let's become Kirtan. The program by this charity was developed with their help, with a lot of other children throughout the world. They put together for their Punjabi school special. So anybody who's running Punjabi school or who goes to Punjabi school, please send us an email and we will be there. Let's do Kirtan with Guru Saj. Let's understand what Guru says and how Guru says. And let's sit together and build our lives through that Sangat, that how do we live it. And let's face the challenges together. Let's build the safe future. So, Bilaval means joy. Joy, not of the lazy one, okay, you suddenly just appeared. No, so the doer's joy.
I thought that's over time.
Over time, you invested time and you got the result. Bilaval is a good prasad. Bilaval is where you say, Wah, or where you say, Wah. That, hey Guru, the Master, thank you so much for sharing. Wow, it changed my life. It transformed my life. I'm in a better situation. Shall we meditate? Shall we become Kirtan? Once again, let's sing this Shabad of Bhagat Kabir Ji. Kabir Ji is from a different mindset of what we call a religion. Is a different. He's born in a raised by Muslim family, and he worship Hindu way. He challenges the rituals which comes between this beautiful relationship of love. So he's wonderful. He's very straightforward. He's very practical. Bhagat Kabir is so practical. And Guru Arjan Sahib is bringing his wisdom to us through Sri Guru Granth Sahib. But listening to Shabad and not being able to relate to it, what purpose is going to serve. And listening to Shabad because we are afraid, listening to Shabad because we have to, Gurdwara, Kirtan, this, that, but no purpose, it's not going to work, right?
Not gonna work.
So let's make it a purposeful turn. You log into your joy. Remember that story, one story throughout your life. My story was when she was born. I picked her very first time in my hands. This worldly, I think it was the joy number one, then joy number two. For them, it's their dogs. For me, it's them. So let's log into our joy. Let's not forget those good memories, good days. Smile. It's important. Today, we will make Kartapurk, the Creator, smile with our smile. So not just pretend one, not fake one. Truly smile. Let's become happy. Let's remember good days. And let's go back into, for a moment, because everything else is fake. Ready?
Yeah.
I hope that these little things are helping you. Please, if you get a chance, go to Vimeo and type Sikh Musical Heritage Untold Story. Watch it with your children. They deserve to know the tools and the blessings given by the gurus and the purpose and the reasons. It is time for us to come out of the shell. Do I want my children to become Gyanis? Yes, I do. Gyanis are knowledgeable. Do I want them to sell their spirituality for money? No, I don't. Do I want them to do kirtan for money? No, I don't. I want them to do kirtan as a bridge between them and their guru, Satguru, Kartapurk. I want them to be equipped with this because I know this is going to help them in bad days. If there are good days, there are going to be bad days. There has been bad days in my life, and only thing helped me was kirtan. Watch the documentary with your children so they get to see why kirtan is important and how kirtan was done and how we should now. We should. You are amazing, Sangat, amazing. The Sangat of Seeker is amazing. You helped community in these rough times through langar. First, our elders built this possibility where we can make the langar, the gurdwaras were made, and those somehow managed to keep the community together for these hard times. And I appreciate your blessings, but we must invest into something else also, not to let go of these good things. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's a time for us to endorse Guru's blessing in our life in the form of kirtan, Guru's way, with Guru's instrument, with these instruments, the ruba, taus, saranda, rabab, sarangi, chori. And when our children, when we do kirtan, we do it exactly the way it's written in Sri Guru Granth Sahib. Not that we compete with our Guru because of our musical skills. We talk about sor and besor and tal or betal or little things, and we form different divisions and we fight and waste because this time is going to go. It's a time for us to become the meditation. It's time for us to become Ik Omkar, one with that one. And therefore, let's construct, let's build the Sangat. And let's start from our families, building that Sangat. I had a wonderful time in lockdown with my angels. Sangat is wherever you want to build it. And from then family to our Punjabi schools. When you send us any email, tomorrow or today, if you run Punjabi school or if you go to Punjabi school, remember we can come there, we can support you. We like your Gurdwara. There's no problem, no issue. We will come and support you. All you have to do is drop an email. But do it with a smile. Do it with the pride that we, the Sikh, are going to make our Satguru, our Guru, so proud. We are distinction students. We are children with hard work and hard work mind. Till next week, stay safe. Search for the new courses we are giving you. There are free courses, there are some short courses, there's all sort of programs, but I want to come and see you at your Punjabi school with this program called Rubabi 550. But before you do all of these things, watch the documentary called Sikh Musical Heritage.
The Untold Story.
And did you watch it?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Very good.
Oh, good. So let's not wait for things to fall from sky. Let's build our beautiful world. So stay safe, stay protected, stay healthy, stay focused. And I'm really looking forward to our Sangat next week. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Today I want to share with you a shabad in one of my favorite rags, Rag Tanasari. Tanasari is a mood which helps you to feel like everything's gonna be okay. And I think with the uncertainty around us and people feeling a little bit more vulnerable and maybe even scared, not knowing what's gonna happen, this is a really important time to connect with that feeling. The Gurus wrote Bani in Rag Tanasari for this reason, to help us in times like this. Tanasari is that mood when, as a child, you run to your parents when there's a problem, when you're not sure about something, when you're afraid, and in their embrace, when they hold you, when they make that problem go away and they tell you that everything's going to be fine. That trust in you reaching out to them and them reciprocating to make you feel protected, to make you feel cared for. That's the feeling of Tanasari. When you know that everything's going to be okay. When you walk into a situation, any situation, with the courage of Tanasari within you, regardless of the outcome, even when we expect things to go our way and they don't, it can be really disheartening. When things are not in our control, it can be very nerve-wracking. But when you know that regardless of the outcome, regardless of our expectations being met or not, everything's going to be okay. Sometimes we need some wisdom, some greater wisdom to help us to connect with that. That's why we sit and we do part, or we sing shabads and we do kirtan. We try to connect with the wisdom of the Gurus and the saints who came before us to help guide us and lead us to the light, to help us deal with our difficult moments. And today, I'd like you to join me in connecting with that energy of Rag Tanasari through the Bani of Bhagat Tanna Ji. Bhagat Tanna was a very simple, everyday person just like you and me. And he addressed God with that same tone. He wanted to have a normal relationship like he would with any other being. And that was the relationship that he evoked with his creator, with his God, through simply loving and being himself. He insisted for God to show up for him. And his, you could call it stubbornness, you could call it love, devotion, determination. Ultimately, it was his Tanasari that helped him to achieve that. Where the story goes that God himself turned up and helped to farm in the fields of Bhagat Tanna, and they were friends. The message for me is that every relationship, especially our spiritual relationship, depends on how we wish to conduct that space. If we make it formal and if we make it distant, that's what it will be. And if we make it very personable and approachable and normal, that's what it can be. That's what I learned from Bhagat Tanna Ji. I want you to think about your connection and how many times in your life you've already experienced that feeling of Rag Tanasari, and how you can use that now. Evoke those same feelings. Think about that time when you felt Rag Dhanasari, when you've experienced it. Hold that memory in your heart. And I want you to sing with me. I want you to sing with me to connect with the wisdom of Bhagat Dhannaji and that feeling of Dhanasari, knowing that regardless of the outcome, regardless of the uncertainty, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be as it's meant to be. So let's sing together. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਕਾਪਿਆਨ ਜਾਏ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਹੋਏ ਆਪੇ ਆਪ ਨਿਰੰਜਨ ਸੋਏ ਕਾਪਿਆਨ ਜਾਏ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਹੋਏ ਆਪੇ ਆਪ ਨਿਰੰਜਨ ਸੋਏ ਜਿਨ ਸਿਰਿਆ ਤਿਨ ਪਾਇਆ ਮਾਨ ਜਿਨ ਸਿਰਿਆ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। कबीर जिया ललते सब लग काट महसासा जे काट जाए तपो जासी जे काट जाए तपो जासी हर के चरण निवासा हर के चरण निवासा बाबरी ज्ञान विचार बिरथा जन्म गवाया बिरथा जन्म गवाया बाबरी ज्ञान जिसको शब्द बसावे अंतर जिसको शब्द बसावे अंतर चुके तिस है प्यासा चुके तिस है प्यासा हुक्म बूझे चौपड़ खेले हुक्म बूझे चौपड़ खेले मन जिने टाले पासा मन जिने टाले पासा रावणी कबो न हार है कहो कभी ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। Thank you so much for allowing us to join you, to allow us to share Sikh music with you all. I definitely enjoyed today's program, listening to everyone. I hope you all enjoyed it as well. I know we're all experiencing tough times right now, being quarantined at home, being stuck at home, not being able to do the things that we are usually doing on a day-to-day basis. So with this, there's so many things that we're facing that we wouldn't have faced normally. Our emotions are getting the best of us. Our mental health is suffering. Staying at home, we physically feel so weak. And there's so much going on. And we want to share tools that allow us to cope with these issues. For me, and for everyone who shared today, Sikh music is that vessel. It's that tool given to us by Guru Nanak to allow us to use, to allow us to express ourselves, so that what we're dealing with inside we can bring out through the Guru Shabad, through Sikh music. And we know most of you won't have access to these string instruments at the moment. And that's why we built this short course for you all to try out. You can have the opportunity to experience how the science of Kirtan works by using the most important instrument, which is your voice. So I encourage you all to give us an email at info@rajacademy.com, visit us at our website, and try out the course. You will get to see a different side of Kirtan that you normally don't see day to day. Kirtan and music are two separate categories. And when it comes to Kirtan, when it comes to Sikh music, it doesn't involve entertainment. It involves using the sound within us and using the Guru's Kirtan and allowing us to meld those two things together and express through the way Guru has given us. Today we shared Suhi Lalit. This is a rag that was created by Guru to allow us to express. And Sikh music gives us that capability. It's not about performance, it's about expression. And it's about communication with our mind and with our Guru. And I hope you all get to get the chance to try it out as well, and get the chance to experience Sikh music. And it's so easy, and it's so easy. Very, very easy to use and to learn. So I encourage you all to, again, try the free course out. It's going to be on the website, and you can also send us an email at info@rajacademy.com. And I hope to see you all again next week to join in the Sangat that we have been joining in for the past couple weeks. Thank you so much. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh.
I've always wondered about the history and heritage of the instrumentation within Sikh music. And as we look around today, I cannot seem to find enough examples of our traditional instruments, and it makes me wonder what changed and why. We're going to be looking at the early origins, the history, important events, political influences, and how advancing modernity have all affected Sikh musical heritage.
Majority, 99.9% of the shabads that I hear, the Kirtan that I hear, is not done the way that the Guru prescribed.
शब्द इदां गाओ कि किसी ਨੂੰ ਭੁਲੇਖਾ ਹੀ ਨਾ ਪਵੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ